AlarmTraq provides proactive remote alarm monitoring for the full line of AVAYA Communications Systems, from the legacy G3 systems right up to the latest communications manager, including Audix, CMS, and IP Office. In the following video, we'll demonstrate how AlarmTraq receives an alarm from a communications manager system, processes that alarm, generating a ticket and sending out email notification, as well as reconnecting with the switch and running commands to try to resolve the alarm. When an alarm is received by AlarmTraq, it matches a product ID, which is a 10-digit number, to an actual site profile in the database. That site profile will determine how that alarm will be handled as far as email notification, and also whether or not we should try to dial back into the system and reconnect to run the test commands. So let's take a look at the site profiles. So I'll go up and I'll click on the Edit menu, click on Site Profiles. Our first site profile, Advanced Global. It's an S8720 system. We have both the product ID for Server A as well as the product ID for Server B listed in the database. Email notification is being handled by the default template of the dispatcher module. These templates provide an easy way to send notification to multiple users from multiple sites, and also maintaining the flexibility to change any of your on-call personnel just by making a single entry. Customers can also have their own separate email addresses entered into an individual site profile, notifying the customer when they've received alarms. The Connection tab tells us how we're going to reconnect with the switch. In this case, it's a RAS PPP connection, and I've already got my login and password as well as my remote access login. And once the alarm has been received, AlarmTraq looks up the alarm in the Maintenance Object Database. The Maintenance Object Database is a powerful tool that allows AlarmTraq to automatically look up the alarm type, the alarm code, and the maintenance object of the alarm to determine the best commands to be issued to the switch to try to resolve the alarm. In this case, we'll be receiving a UDS-1 board alarm. So I'll just look up the UDS-1, and I just happen to know we're going to be getting a UDS-1 board active minor. In this case, AlarmTraq is sending a single command, the test board long command, based on the equipment number of the circuit pack in trouble. You can specify up to 6 commands. So if you wanted to send a board, release board, you can go right down the line and be pretty flexible as far as what commands you want to send to the switch. Now I'm going to go ahead and pause the recording while we wait for an alarm to ring in on one of the modem ports. AlarmTraq receives its alarms using either modem or SNMP traps. In this case, we've got a call ringing in on the first modem port, port 1. And I can view the status of that modem just by clicking on the port label. In this case, it's port 1. Got an inbound call showing the caller ID, and now we're connected. And there's the minor alarm. AlarmTraq will first generate a ticket number for the alarm, and then we'll go ahead and start processing the email notification that was set up in the dispatcher module. Once all the emails have been sent out and the ticket has been generated, AlarmTraq will attempt to reconnect with the switch if it finds an appropriate match in the maintenance object database. Typically, you would set your system for 1 or 2 minutes to wait to see if the alarm resolves all by itself before attempting to issue any of the maintenance commands to try to clear the alarm. But in this case, we've got it set at a pretty low number, so we're going to go ahead and dial out in just a moment. Reconnect with the switch, and in this case, we're going to send a test board 01814 long. Once connected with the switch, AlarmTraq will attempt to authenticate and then send the commands specified in the maintenance object database. Once all the commands have been sent, AlarmTraq will send the test results to the email addresses specified for that site profile, as well as store them as an HTML file on the AlarmTraq server to be viewed online. To view the reports, simply open up the link in your email, or you can get there right from the main All Alarms page on the AlarmTraq web. From here we can see a list of all the most recent alarms, as well as gives you a link to view the test results. In this case we know it was the last one. And we can scroll through and check our test results this way. Or we can just view the page associated with that individual ticket number, where we'll be able to see the alarm as it initially happened, as well as the history. The email addresses that were sent out, the different escalation levels. You can go ahead and enter a tech note here if you wanted to take a look at it. We also show the individual alarm history for that site. The test results. And even take a look at the system configuration as it was last updated according to its schedule. In this case, this site was last updated on April 8th at 3 p.m. We can view the report, dig down for any specific information we're looking for. Take a look at the software version. In this case, it's a 3.1 Communications Manager. And in that short period of time, we have an inbound alarm coming back from what looks to be the same site. Let's go ahead and click on the port label to view the inbound alarm. And just like that, we were able to resolve that alarm without any human intervention.